Hello, my name is Chris Roberts. I'm an attorney in St. Louis, Missouri, and the primary area of my practice is what's commonly referred to as class action litigation. Today, what we're going to talk about are attorney's fees in class action cases. The reason I want to talk about this is usually when I tell somebody I do class action litigation, they say, class action, isn't that one of the cases where I get a $10 or $20 check in the mail and the lawyer gets a huge attorney's fee? So today we're going to talk about why the attorney's fees are usually significantly more than the payment you might receive in the mail and why that is. So to go back to our first video, you have to think about what is the difference between a regular case and a class action case. So let's take our example from before. John Doe sues a local business. He thinks he's been aggrieved. Maybe he thinks that they have shortchanged him on a contract or some other dealing. And let's say he hires you as the lawyer to represent him in his individual case. And as part of that case, you agree that you would get 30%, for example, of whatever's recovered for Joe. And you resolve the case for Joe for $1,000. In that case, the lawyer would get 30% of the $1,000, and Joe would get the remaining balance. In that case, Joe would get more than the lawyer. So this sets up the difference between a class action case and a regular case. Remember, a class action case is usually a case where there's a small amount of damages for not only Joe, but hundreds or thousands of other people in the community that he's seeking to represent. So instead of Joe's $1,000 claim, now he's representing hundreds or thousands of people with those same claims. So what happens is, in a class action case, the lawyer is not just representing Joe, he's representing hundreds or thousands of people. And so what happens is, when a case is settled, for example, the payment is made not only to Joe, but the hundreds or thousands of people, and the lawyer gets the percentage of everything that has been recovered for the class members. So if that amount is, for example, $1 million because they've shortchanged everybody out of $1,000, and there's a lot of people they've done that to, then the lawyer would get a percentage of the entire amount, not just Joe's amount. And so the reason for that, again, is because the lawyer is not just representing one person, he's representing everybody. So when you see that the lawyer has an attorney's fee that's larger than maybe the check that you receive in the mail, the reason for that is because this is a different case than your traditional case. The lawyer is representing everybody, not just you, and what the courts say is that the lawyer is entitled to receive a benefit, a percentage of the benefit that's brought to all of the class members. Hopefully that explains a little bit about how attorney's fees work in class action cases. Thanks for listening.